Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Siti Khofifah Neli Melinda. I'm from Literature for Children. And here I will do a storytelling about Cinderella. So first, Cinderella is one of the fairy tales that are often found in various countries with different versions. The earliest version of the story comes from China, written by Cheng Xi in the mid-9th century. Then, in the 16th century, the story was rewritten by German writer, named Brothers Grimm, by adding story about fairy, about pumpkin, and small animals that help Cinderella. And here I will do a storytelling about Cinderella version of the Brothers Grimm. And this is the picture of Cinderella by the Brothers Grimms. You can see here. Okay, I will start the story. So once upon a time, there lived a girl called Cinderella. She was happy life with her father and her mother, until her mother died, and her father had married a widow with 2 daughters. Her stepmother didn't like her one little bit, but for Cinderella, there was nothing at all. Her stepmother had 2 daughters and they were very bossy. No rest, no comfort. She had to work hard all day. Only when evening came was she allowed to sit for a while by the fire, near the cinders. That's why everybody called her Cinderella. And this is the picture of Cinderella when she sat for a while by the fire and near the cinders. Okay. Cinderella used to spend long hours all alone talking to the cat. The cat always said meow, which really means cheer up. You have something neither of your stepsister has. And that is beauty. It was quiet too. Cinderella, even dressed in all rags, was a lovely girl, while her stepsister, no matter how splendid and elegant their clothes, were still clumsy, lumpy, and ugly, and always will be. This is the picture of Cinderella. This is the Cinderella, and 2 others is her step-sisters. Until one day, beautiful new dress arrived at the house. A ball was to be held at the palace, and the stepsisters were getting ready to go. Cinderella didn't even try if she could go too. She knew very well what the answer would be. You are staying at home to wash the dishes, scrub the floors, and turn down the bed for your stepsister. They will come home tired and very sleepy. Cinderella said, "Oh dear, I'm so unhappy." And the cat just said, "Meow" again. So Cinderella is said correct. And suddenly, something amazing happened. As Cinderella was sitting alone, there was a burst of light and fairy appeared. "Don't be alarmed, Cinderella," said the fairy. "I know you would love to go to the ball, and so you shall." "How can I dress in a rag?" Cinderella replied. The fairy smiled with a flick of her magic. "Oh, I'm sorry." Maybe you can see here, this is the picture of Cinderella and the fairy. Okay. Then the fairy smiled with a flick of her magic wand. Cinderella found herself wearing the most beautiful dress she had ever seen. "Now for your coach," said the fairy. "A real lady would never go to a ball on foot. Quick, get me a pumpkin." "Oh, of course," said Cinderella. Then the fairy turned to the cat. "You bring me 7 mice, and remember, they must be alive." Cinderella soon returned with the pumpkin and the cat with 7 mice he had caught in the cellar. With a flick of the magic, when the pumpkin turned into a sparkling coach and the mice became 6 white horses, while the 7 mouse turned into a coachman in smart uniform and carrying a whip. Cinderella, you could hardly believe her eyes. Okay, you can see here. This is the Cinderella and her coachman, and what we say kereta. Okay. And you shall go to the ball, Cinderella, but remember, you must leave at midnight. That is when my spell ends. Your coach will turn back into a pumpkin, and the horses will become mice again, and you will be dressed in a rag and wearing cloaks instead of this glass slipper. Do you understand, Cinderella? Cinderella smiled and said, "Yes, I understand." She very happy. And Cinderella had a wonderful time at the ball until she heard the first stroke of midnight. She remembered what the fairy had said, and without a word of say goodbye, she slipped from the prince's arm and ran down the step. As she ran, she lost one of her slippers, but not for a moment did she dream of stopping to pick it up. If the last stroke of the midnight were to sound, what a disaster that would be! As she fled and finished into the night. Okay, you can see the picture when Cinderella I'm sorry. Okay, you can see the picture. This is the picture when Cinderella ran down the step and she lost her slippers. This is the slipper, and this is the Cinderella when she ran down the step. Okay. The prince, who was now madly in love with her, picked up the slipper and said to his minister, "Go and search everywhere for the girl whose foot this slipper fits. I will never be content until I find her." So the minister tried the slipper on the foot of every girl in the land until only Cinderella was left. This is the picture when the minister of the prince tried the slipper on the Cinderella's foot. Okay. And suddenly the fairy appeared and waved her magic wand. In a flash, Cinderella appeared in a splendid dress, shining with youth and beauty. Her stepmother and stepsister gaped at her in amazement, and the minister said, "Come with us, Cinderella. The prince is waiting for you." So Cinderella married the prince and lived happily ever. Okay, this is the picture when Cinderella married with the prince and they lived happily ever. So from the story we can get a moral value that Cinderella teach the morals of kindness toward all, forgiving others for doing wrong, and never letting bad things ruin your heart. Okay, that is all about Cinderella. Thank you for watching and sorry for my mistake. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.